Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on TikTok, hit me up in the community post, man. Leave your predictions in the comment section below because I got your AEW Double or Nothing predictions video. And I gotta be honest with you guys, man. My excitement levels for Double or Nothing this year are kind of low. Like, I'm excited for the Anarchy and the Arena match, but that's pretty much it. Like, my excitement levels for everything else has been pretty okay to mid to I don't care. Like, I don't know if it's the booking or just the way certain matches on this card have been handled or the lack of certain matches on this card. I don't know what it is, but I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling it. I know the overall show will be good. I have no doubt about that. But it's just how we got here. Like, it's a lot of stuff I don't really care for. But you are not here to hear me complain. You are here to hear me make these predictions to see who will still be champion, who will win, who will lose, all those cool things. And as I'm checking Wikipedia, we have 9 matches on the card. One of the matches... This on? Is this for real? So apparently it's going to be the Guns, aka the Ass Boys, teaming up with Ethan Page to take on the Hardy Boys and Hook. And if the Hardy Boys and Hook win, they take control over Ethan Page's contract. And I thought that they finished this storyline after the firm deletion match. I thought this was over. I guess not. I don't know if this is going to be on the actual show or the pre-show, but I mean, for what it's worth, with everyone who's involved, this should be a pretty entertaining match. And for the LOLs and the sake of, you know, entertainment, I'm gonna pick the Hardy Boys and Hook just so Ethan Page can be on the receiving end of being, I guess, the Hardy Boys, young boy, just doing whatever they want him to do. I don't know. I don't know what type of shenanigans they would have going on. Another match, and I have a funny feeling that Toni Khan will sneak on to the card, is the Acclaimed taking on the House of Black for the Trios Tag Team Championships under House Rules. Why? I don't know. I just have this funny feeling that'll be a match. I felt like that was something that they were building to because if I'm not mistaken, the Acclaimed won a trios battle royale, and I thought that would be for the #1 contender spot, and they still haven't received their title shot, so I'm assuming that is going to be the Acclaim taking on the House of Black at the pay-per-view. House of Black is going to win. I've really been enjoying the open house rules match from the presentation, from the different match selections that they have. It's just been a pretty cool thing to see, something different. You know, so if this match does indeed happen, I'm picking the House of Black to win. Now, as for the actual card, I'm gonna kick it off with the TBS Championship. Jade Cargill will be defending her title against Taya Valkyrie. The battle of who can do the finishing move the best, because they have the same finishing move. They had a match a few weeks ago where Taya Valkyrie couldn't use her finishing move. And it's like, you've been wrestling for a very long time. I'm pretty sure you could have won with another move. But, you know, whatever it is, what it is. However we get to the finish line, it is what it is, whatever. I'm kind of torn because Jade Cargill is 60-0 right now. And even though she's undefeated, even though she's the TBS champion, it kind of feels like they don't really know what to do with her. It kind of feels like they're trying to save it for the return of Chris Statlander, possibly. I've seen and heard multiple people say the same thing. Oh, they're just waiting for Chris to come back. The thing is, we don't know exactly when she's going to come back. So we're just going to keep the title on Jade Cargill and just have her wrestle squash matches until Chris comes back. I mean, that seems kind of pointless, and it seems like it's doing a more of a disservice to Jade because I don't know. So I'm actually going to make a very bold prediction. I'm actually going to pick Taya Valkyrie to win. Why? I don't know. Just to see something different. I mean, 60 wins, that's pretty epic. And this will be the perfect spot for Taya Valkyrie to be the 1 in 60-1. So, give the TBS championship to Taya Valkyrie. Hey, new champion. Speaking of a possible new champion, we have the Blackjack Battle Royale for the International Championship. Orange Cassidy will be competing in a battle royale with 20 other men. and some of the names involved in this battle royale had me really scratching my head because you got Ricky Starks and Jay White involved in this, and I thought for sure that they would have a match on Double or Nothing. And you also have Swerve and Keith Lee in this battle royale, and I thought they would definitely have a match on this card, and they don't. They're competing in a battle royale for the International Championship. Now, I'm thinking Orange Cassidy is going to win, but if it's not him, I think it could either be Jay White or Swerve. I'm leaning more towards Swerve because I feel like he needs the championship a little bit more than Jay White does. Jay White is still fairly new to AEW, even though he's been around for a long time. He's still fairly new, and they've got to do a little bit of a better job of building him up and establishing him a little bit more. Even though he's still affiliated with Bullet Club, he has Bullet Club Gold, they could be doing a little bit better. I feel like Swerve would benefit more from a championship. Matter of fact, yeah, that's what I'm actually going to pick. I'm actually going to pick Swerve to win due to shenanigans from the Mobile Embassy. That should be pretty entertaining. Swerve will be the new international champion. Boom. Alright, in an unsanctioned match, we have Adam Cole taking on Christopher Jericho with Sabu as a special guest enforcer. Now, on paper, this looks pretty cool. In my mind, I'm kind of thinking, why do you need a special enforcer for an unsanctioned match? Unless it's to set up Sabu throwing the chair at Jake Hager's head, probably. I don't know. But yeah, this should be pretty fun. Shenanigans. I'm expecting the Jericho Appreciation Society to interfere. It would be pretty cool if Kyle O'Reilly made his return and helped out the boys, helped out Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Bring back the Undisputed Era. Maybe even add Sabu to the mix, replace Bobby Fish, and make them the new Undisputed Era. The fourth. I'm picking Adam Cole to win. Hopefully this feud will end. Adam Cole can move on to possibly the World Heavyweight Championship. Chris Jericho can feud with CM Punk probably. I don't know. But yeah, man, let this feud be it. Let Adam Cole win. Let him get his get back. Let him get some revenge for Chris Jericho orchestrating that attack on his girlfriend. Yeah. Alright, so next up we're going to have Jamie Hayter taking on Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. Now, word on the street is, ladies and gentlemen, is that Jamie Hayter is injured. I mean, it's been confirmed last week that she is injured, but the streets are saying that she's actually pretty banged up. So, it's very possible that we could have a new AEW Women's Champion in Toni Storm. And this will be pretty cool for Toni Storm if Jamie Hayter is so injured to the fact where she can't compete. This will be good for Toni Storm because her last run was as interim champion. And even though it's probably one of AEW's best runs as women's champion, it still has the asterisk of being the interim women's champion. So I feel like Toni Storm winning, being a two-time AEW women's champion, and then bringing it back to the Outcast, that might spice this thing up a little bit because we've been spinning our wheels with the Outcast versus the Originals. It's been the same thing week after week after week. So I feel like them having the Outcast having some type of championship gold, that might help boost things up a little bit. Might help spice things up a little bit. So I'm picking Toni Storm to be the new AEW Women's World Champion. We might as well just keep the ball rolling with these new champions because next up we have a ladder match for the TNT Championship. We have Wardlow taking on Captain Charisma Christian Cage. I'm going to just go out and say I want Christian to win. Not a knock against Wardlow. I actually really like Wardlow, but I don't see how the TNT Championship is really helping him. His best run is when he was doing that turn from MJF, when he had that run, when he was trying to get his hands on MJF. That was his best run. And ever since he won the TNT Championship the first time, it kind of feels like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel as important as it should. And now with him being a 2-time TNT champion, it still has that same feeling. It doesn't feel like, okay, now we can try it again. It just feels like, okay, put it on Christian. That's my answer, man. Let's put the belt on Christian and let him be the TNT champion, be the champion of the network, make fun of all the fatherless people, all the fatherless wrestlers, and all the fatherless fans out there, myself included, you know. Let Christian just have a run as the new TNT champion. Now, to break up the monotony, we have, for the tag team championships, we have the team of FTR Hair and FTR Bald, taking on the Total Nonstop faction, Team TNA, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett, like I said, for the tag team championships, with Mark Briscoe as a special guest referee. Now, this is prime shenanigans central. I expect top-notch, top-shelf shenanigans out of this match. This will probably be one of the most fun matches on the card. FTR is going to retain. I don't really see Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett win the tag team titles. As funny as it would be, as much as it would pop me, as much as I would love to see Twitter just melt down over Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal being the new tag team champions, keep it on FTR, man. Let's let them have a legit run. Let them face Aussie Open when the other dude gets healthy. I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, man, let FTR have a legit run with these titles, man. So now we have the double main event. And a lot of people have been talking about what should main event versus what will be the main event. I'm a traditionalist. I feel like the World Heavyweight Championship should always be the main event of every show, every pay-per-view, every premium live event. Unless there's a story involved where it kind of has, unless there's a match or feud that has a little bit more of a story going on above the World Heavyweight Championship. So that's why I think the Blackpool Combat Club is going to be the main event, and this match will be the secondary main event. I'm talking about the Four Pillars match, the Fatal 4-Way between Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and the World Heavyweight Champion MJF. Now, the build for this Fatal 4-Way Pillars match has been mid. When it was first announced that there would be, or when we first had the inkling that it would be a Fatal 4-Way match, that was a level of excitement, because these are your four pillars. These are your the present and future of AEW. So it's kind of like, okay, cool. Now we get to see what they can do. And after we've seen what they've done, talking about, they've pretty much been cutting the same promo for 2 months. Every single one of them. How they started from the bottom. How they weren't supposed to be here. How they weren't supposed to be in the championship contender or whatever. It's been the same promo for 2 months. And that's why I feel like the build for this match has kind of suffered. You've had some high points, you've had some pretty cool spots, but for the most part, it's been the same thing for 2 whole months. The match itself should be fine, because all 4 of these men are awesome competitors, they're great wrestlers. I have no doubt that this will be a great match, but the build has been mid. Who's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion? MJF. MJF will retain, he will still be the AEW Champion. I'm even predicting a possible heel turn from Jungle Boy. Maybe Jungle Boy does a little something out of his normal character. He acts a little uncharacteristically. And, you know, maybe he does a little bit of a heel turn. He turns his heel like John Cena. You know what I'm saying? But MJF will still be your World Heavyweight Champion. And they can all just move on to something else. Please, for the love of God, let them all move on to something else. Please. And as for the main event, the actual main event, what I feel should be the main event, we have the Blackpool Combat Club taking on the Elite, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, and Kenny by God Omega. Now this should be entertaining, it should be violent, it should be bloody, it should be all of the above. This is going to be an awesome match. And I'm picking the Blackpool Combat Club to win due to interference from not only Don Callis, but Takeshita. Now, mind you, I love using that word because it makes me feel fancy, but mind you, we haven't seen Takeshita since the Blackpool Combat Club attacked him. And what's the Blackpool Combat Club's motto? You're not really with us until you bleed with us, or something like that, or whatever. So, and even though they attacked him, they still made Takeshita bleed. Also, remember who's the one who brought Takeshita in to help the Elite? It was Don Callis. And Don Callis ended up turning on Kenny Omega and the Elite. So who's to say that he's not in Takeshita's ear right now to say, yo, help out the Blackpool Combat Club and you'll be better than Kenny Omega. You'll be a bigger star. I can make you a bigger star or whatever. You see what I did for Kenny? I can do the same thing for you, except you'll be better. And maybe Takeshita hears that and says, hey, cool, whatever, man. I'll help out the BCC. I'll get one of those cool t-shirts, maybe a nice flight jacket that they rock so well, maybe a hoodie, a t-shirt, whatever. But my prediction is the Blackpool Combat Club will win the Anarchy in the Arena match. I feel like this feud will continue. It's got to. We got to get Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. We got to get that one more time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, those are my predictions for AEW Double or Nothing. Like I said during this video, like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, the build, man, at this point, it is what it is. Like I said in my review, my Dynamite review, the Go Home show didn't really do a good job of convincing me. Like, if I was just a fan watching this, if I wasn't already locked in on watching the show, that Go Home show didn't really do a good job of saying this is the show that you need to be watching. It didn't really do that. But it is what it is at this point. Double or Nothing should be a good show, despite the build, despite the feuds or how we got here. We're here now. AEW Double or Nothing this Sunday, pay-per-view. I'ma check it out. Might do a review. I might love this show. I might be like, you know what, man, I talked all that trash, but I really love this show. Or man, this show absolutely sucked outside of the Anarchy at the Arena match. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But with that being said, what are your predictions? Are you excited for Double or Nothing? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.